Hi everybody, welcome back to the Desmo Works channel, and today is video number 2 of the 3 relating to the Ducati 2 valve head architecture work that I was shared in the first video. Today we are going to be stripping down the Hypermotard 1100S heads from 2008/9. Again, this is part of a bigger project that I'm doing for the customer, but I'm going to strip these heads down just to get them into component form because the actual heads themselves are going away to be cerakoted, but it gives me a chance to check all of the components within the actual heads themselves for wear and tear, and just let the customer know what's needed. And as promised in the last video, the next video, which will be number 3 of the 3, I'm going to talk between the differences on the 2 sets of heads. So let's dive into stripping these heads down. Okay, so we've got the 2 heads for the Hypermotard as supplied by the customer. This is the horizontal head. You can tell that because it's got the mounting block for the oil cooler. So this this valve cover is also used as a mount for the oil cooler. These are the vibration dampers. And then we've got the vertical head there. They've been cleaned, I assume, by the owner before they were sent to me, because there's not much carbon. We can just make that a little bit better, but let's start pulling these to get to pieces. So first bits I'm going to do is I'll work on one head at a time, but I'm going to take off all of the covers, and then I'll take off the elastic nut off the end of the camshaft, so I can also get off the timing cover behind there as well. So we'll start with this horizontal head first. So these don't have a gasket to seal, they've got an O-ring that sits in a channel on the cover. So there's a little hole just on the side here to help you just stick a screwdriver in and get that started. There we go. Same again, uses an O-ring for oil sealing. Just loosen that up a bit, and then same again, there's a little hole in the side of the cover, both ends, and again no gasket, just got a seal. And that exposes your rocker arm pins. Just going to take off this elastic nut. Right, sorry, getting ahead of myself when I took that cover off. I just need to hold the camshaft in place so that I can take off the locking nut. So put that cover back on, put the locking tool in. That's holding the camshaft in place. I can now just quickly come around to this and buzz this off. Then I remove the tool, then we'll just take this cover back off. I only did this loose. Okay, just take that off, put that to one side for now. Now we can get this timing cover off. There's 2, 3. Okay, now similar to when we did the 750 engine, I just need to remove these rocker arm retaining clips. So this one is stuck in awkwardly, so I'm just going to get a hook towel, like a rag to stop it bouncing away. This one doesn't want to, there we go. That just makes that loose. Come around the other side, this one's easier to get to. Just catch it. Again, that's loose now. And the reason I didn't put this away, just need to spin the camshaft till I can move this out of the way. Likewise, do the same on this side. There you go. Now I'll be able to pull the camshaft out. Okay, I might be able to get it out without taking the key off. There we go. Right, so I just need to get that key out in a second. It's quite wedged in there, so we'll do that in a second. We're ready to be able to strip down the valve assembly. So this side's just had its opening, shim just drop off. Take it off of the other one. Doesn't matter where I put them at the moment because I'll be lapping the valves in, so the clearances are going to change. Get a rag. That just will help us stop the valves opening. Then I'm going to push down. There we go. It's a bit sticky. There we go, it's off there now. Get the collets out, which I've just dropped. There's one. There's two. So we've got the collets plus the closing shim. Come around the other side. Do the same on this side. Let's get my magnet to make that easier. Catching on the valve when it comes back up. There we go. So there's those collets and the valve shim. Take the valves out. Have a feel. See if there's any play. That's nice and tight. Very small amount of wobble, but nothing too excessive. We'll measure that up. Right, let me grab the tool to get the rocker arm spindles out and we'll pull the rockers out. So hopefully you can see this is a little seal on there. Keep them together as sets. There's two little washers stroke shims, that the little collar that we took off. So this collar sits in between those. So just make sure you get both of those out when you take it out. Same again. Now closing arms. And again, this has some quite large washers on each side of the arm. Keep them all together as a set. Just holding on to the closing arm when I pull out its spindle, just so it doesn't shoot out, because it's under a little bit of spring pressure. They don't usually, but you never know. Okay, spark plugs are both loose. There you have it. That's the horizontal head stripped, ready to be coated. What I will do is I will pop out the seal after it's been done, because it just means that while they're blasting it protects any damage happening there. I'll also probably leave the the oil jacket. I was going to say water jacket, but it's air cooled. Sorry, so that's my bad. Yeah, I'll probably leave the little sealing screw in there. That's that one done. Let me just tidy up the bench and we'll get on with the vertical head. Okay, horizontal head. As I forgot to do this last time, I'm going to pop off the elastic nut first. So get the cam into the timing position. There's a little cutout in it. I should I've got that bang on right. Okay. You know when you've got it in, because it'll be fully seated. Let me just buzz that out. And don't worry, that's not the cam rattling when that was going on. It's the pulley wheel has been left by the owner in a loose position, so the cam is locked tight. And just be careful when this vertical head is in the timed position, because the valve is sticking out, so don't put any weight on it. So I'm just going to take that tool out now. There you go. Just take the pressure off the cam so the heads go back normally. It's a bit sticky. Right, we'll be able to get that off once I can move the cam. So let's take these covers off. Ah, they're loose. Okay, same again, need to get rid of those clips. There we go. Just needed to be able to get that out a little bit further so I could use it properly. Right, now bit sticky on there. Cam's out. Get the closers out. Just sticking on the valve a little bit. Oh no, right. It's So you're not probably going to be able to see this, but there's a little bit of broken collet. Yeah, don't know if you're able to make this out, but one of them is short. So there's about 2mm section of it left behind. So we have to push that down again, just get that out. That very small piece there, that was an expensive failure waiting to happen. Right, now should come off. There we go. Let's take the rockers out. Spark plugs are loose again. Take this last timing cover off. 1, 2, 3. There you go. One more stripped down head. You notice I didn't check the valve place. Let's just have a look at that. Yeah, exhaust valve feels good and tight in its guide. Next to no play as well in the intake. Okay, again, I'm going to leave that seal in. So, that's the vertical head stripped down as well. Let me just tidy up the bench. There we go, that's the Hypermotard 1100 heads stripped down. Next course of action for those is they're going to go away and get coated so that I can continue on with the build for that Hypermotard 1100, which will be another video coming soon. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, chuck us a like. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, hit that subscribe button and notification bell below, because there's more content to come. And more importantly, particularly in this little series of videos that we're doing, the next one will be a side-by-side comparison of the 750 head with the 1100 head for an overview on the differences in the two valve head architecture. So, thanks for watching. See you at the next video. Cheers in. Bye.